my name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's wonderful to have you, and if you're returning, thanks again for coming back and spending some more time with me today. So this is my weekly update, and I have 3 full coverage projects to show you, plus my start and finish, and plus another thing that I thought was quite nice, and I just want to share that with you too. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the stitching. So the first piece that I've worked on, and as you remember, all of my full coverage pieces are getting 2 days on them, and then we switch out for a new piece. But as there's 7 days in the week, if I have completed the 2 days, then I'll show it. If not, it'll go on to the next week's video. So as a result, this week I just have the 3 pieces to show. So the first one, first one is this piece, and this is called She Sleeps. The artwork is by Stephanie Pui Mun Law, and it's charted by Hannah Lynn Designs. It was a gift from my friend Petra over on Instagram. Thank you, Petra. So last time we saw this, it was at 1.68%. Now I did do a stitch with me last week using this piece, and I actually feel after that I have got some progress. So I'll just show you first of all whereabouts I worked. And I worked in this side here. Lots of pinks and beiges and sort of some browns coming in and some purples. It's because it's a max colour version. There's a lot of colours in this. So we're now up to 2.35%, and as a whole, wrinkles, hoop marks, yada yada, that's how it looks. And it's stitched 2/1 on 20 count Magic Guide Aida. So yeah, getting cracked on with that one. So the next piece I worked on was another Heaven and Earth design. They're all Heaven and Earth designs this week, apart from my start and finish. The wrong thing. Do you know, it's one of those days today. It's a Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 16th of May, and it almost feels like a Monday. So the next piece I worked on was this one, and it's a Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a Freebie Maui Princess, artwork by Hannah Lynn or Hannah Disney, I can never remember. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Last time we were at 47.61%. We're now at 48.16%. I think this was also out on a stitch with me this week. It may have been, potentially not, I can't remember. But you know, looking at my list would be a help, wouldn't it? Yes, it was. Okay. So stitched on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross, and I've been working down again on the left hand side, looking to sort of try and find the bottom. As you can see, this purple section is now filled in. We've got another one coming and more hair coming in there as well. So as I said before, when my start and finish is done, this then becomes my focus. So any extra stitching time will be put into this piece as it's closest to a finish. And just for completeness, there's the full picture. Loving the colours, it's so beautiful and bright, and even Hannah sat over there nodding away appreciatively at the pretty colours in this piece. So that is that. I'll just pop this away because I don't want it to get yeah, it's a 47.61 to 48.16. So I'm hoping the next time that I show this we'll be nearing 50%, if not over. Okay, so the last one that I worked on, again another Heaven and Earth design, and this one seems to be quite a popular piece, I have to say. I get a lot of comments, or get, you know, sort of I get comments about this one. And this is Heaven and Earth Design, artwork by Marta Dahlig. This piece is called Envy, one of the 7 deadly sins, number 2 for me, after already completing Avarice, and I completed that last year. So little small milestone reached on this piece. We are working down in the first sort of column of sort of 90 to 100 stitches sort of wide, and as you can see there, we've added in some more stitches. We were at 19.62%, we're now at 20.12%. now I was asked about how far to the bottom this one is. View PDF. So this one from top to bottom is 600 stitches, and the lowest line I have, this is how close we are. So here, where this stitching is here, that last row sits on line 534. So we are 66 stitches away from finding the bottom. So yeah, not that much to get to the bottom of this piece. Just for completeness, I'll show a full picture. This one's stitched on 25 count Lugana, and it's 1/1 full cross, right back, so you can get it just about, oh, it's a little tall piece, just about all in. There we go. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Lots of greens, blues, blacks, browns and greys in this one. So yeah, so all pieces have had at least 2 days worked on them. Sometimes in those 2 days they might have had more than the 500 stitches. I know certainly with Envy I got 600 stitches in on each day. The reason being is that my start and finish for this month isn't taking a long time, and I'm not far away from finished with it. So my start and finish is this one, and it's a Riolis kit, and it's called Dog Show. And as you can see there, we've got 6 lovely pooches, and last time that you saw it I had done all of that section, and I was starting on the corgi. Just pop this out the frame so I can show it fully. So after I've done my full coverage, then I get to work on this one. And as you can see, in terms of progress, I just have the beagle to complete and then put in the back stitching.
Let's go to me.
I think Hannah's claiming this one. So yeah, this one is stitched on 14 count Aida, and it's 3/1 full cross. And as I said before, the thread for this, the Riolis thread, don't think it's DMC, it's a slightly thinner thread, so the 3/1 coverage is just like 2/1 DMC on 14 count, and the thread has a slightly sort of a silky satiny feel to it. It's a smooth thread as it goes through the fabric there. I don't know if I mentioned what Envy had gone from and to, but it's all in the description below anyway. 19.62% to 20.12%. I know, crazy, I just sort of get that feeling that I've missed something. Right, so that is all of the stitching, and there's just one more thing to sort of touch on. I had a day in the office last week, and what happens is that Andy drops me off at the tram stop, and I get on the tram, and it's about half an hour, and I'm in the office, and of course half an hour on the tram, it's not really time to stitch, and with it being a busy tram I can't really get my stitching out. I'll, you know, disturb somebody. There's only so much scrolling on Facebook that you can do. So I grabbed a magazine. I got it a few days before, and I'd had it in my bag, and I thought I'll have a look at my magazine. So a few days before I went in, I bought this, which is the June 2023 edition of Cross Stitcher magazine here in the UK. It has got a cover kit on it as well, to create some earrings of all things in this one, which are rather fun, I thought. And I'm thumbing through the magazine, and one of the pages that I like is this one, which is the letters and all the rest of it. It's called Needles and Notions, and I follow Cross Stitcher magazine on Facebook. So they have, very often they have a question, and the question was, what's the minimum amount of time you need to stitch each day to feel happy? And I put an answer, and it got published in this magazine. So I was quite pleased about that, and it reads, I stitch as many as I can. I get up early to start my day with a stitch. Since I've been working from home, I carried on getting up at the same time as I did when I went to the office, so I get to use my travelling time as was for stitching, and I stitch during my lunch break in the evenings as well. I mean, obviously I do other things as well, but you know, I do a lot of stitching, as you guys can probably imagine. So yeah, I was quite chuffed to open the magazine and see myself in print. It's not the first time I've been in a stitching magazine. I think I was in World of Cross Stitching a few years ago as well. So but yeah, it's nice when you sort of, you know, see something like that. It does make you think that maybe I've said something right. Oh, right, okay, so that is all of my stitching, that is all of my news. The only other things really is my usual reminders. If you've got this far, you've not subscribed yet, please do hit the button before you go. Press the notification bell to be notified the next time I upload the video. Do give this video a like and make a comment down below. I do tend to go through the comments on my chatty Stitch With Me's, as it sort of provides me with something really to say, because I don't have a lot to say usually. But yeah, I do love your comments, so pop those down below. And also a quick message from Andy. He also loves to hear that there are comments on my channel about him and his work as well, and it really is much appreciated, so thank you very much for that. So this week I will have 2 Stitch With Me's come out. One will be an ASMR and the other one will be an alternative. Hannah, pass me that little black book, please. So my ASMR one I will film tomorrow. And it will be a stitching shelf, so that will be out on the channel. And then a alternative, the next one in the line is Night Cafe, which I will film on Friday. So I'll aim to get the videos out on the days that they're filmed, but if not, it'll be Wednesday, tomorrow, so Thursday and potentially Saturday. I've got some plans for this weekend, so stitching time might take a bit of a hit, but all being well, you know, we'll still get some progress. And I will see you next week for the next Flosstube. Take care, happy stitching, thanks for watching, bye bye for now.